I am sitting here with our Hudson Valley Sports Report Baseball Dream Team Coach of the Year, John Bonamano. John, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you coming in. Taking over Highland, and first year, boom, first sectional title in 17 years. That's a pretty good deal.
It was a remarkable ride for all of us. You know, I don't think anyone could really walk into something and say, hey, this is going to happen right away. You know, but it was an amazing journey for all of us.
But that's, you know, that's almost, you know, not that it's not true, but you instilled a lot of that in your players. You said, you know, a couple of the players told us as you were making your sectional title run that right from the beginning you had set very, very high goals.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think it's always very important to establish very high goals. But what I talked to them about, we should be shooting, you know, for a state championship. Every year it should be a state championship. And when I had that conversation with them, I said, once we establish that that should be our ultimate goal every year, you set it aside. And I, you know, kind of built this team on a 1 + 1 + 1 = 1 philosophy. I told them to break it down. Once we set our, you know, the initial goal, break it down, try to win every at-bat of every game, then try to win every inning of every game. And then finally, if we're able to do that, we win every at-bat, every inning, you'll end up winning every game, and then that would bring us to our championship.
Go back to the beginning of the season. You're a first-year coach coming in. You knew a lot of kids anyway from being in the building.
Yes.
And is there anything you felt like you needed to do at the beginning of the year or prior to the season to you know, ingratiate yourself to the team or that sort of thing?
You know, I spoke to them. I spoke to them at the beginning of the season, and I said, you know, this season is about them. It's not about me or anybody else. It's about, you know, working hard, taking care of each other as a team, and playing together as a team. And if we're able to do that, you know, good things would happen.
At any point during the season, did you get a sense of, boy, we got something here. We could make a run here?
You know, in the beginning of the season, it was rough because I had asked them to make a lot of changes, you know, both on and off the field. You know, I wanted to make sure that we held ourselves to the highest standard no matter what, on the field and off the field. So, you know, in the beginning of the season, it was, you know, we had our ups and downs. And, you know, there were a few games where, you know, we got manhandled a little bit, and I think that woke us up a little bit. And I talked about how hard work and dedication would lead us to ultimate success. And, you know, they little by little started doing that throughout the course of the year. And I think we hit like a 4-game win streak in the middle of the year, or more towards the end of the year. And then I think we had lost 2, and then we came back during the sections and with that nice little run. So, you know, as far as one moment is concerned for me, you know, it was definitely in that first game of the sections against Liberty. Corey Garcia got a huge hit for us late in the game, game-winning hit. And I think that's when, you know, a lot of the kids really were like, wow, this is real. This could happen for us. So.
At that point, you beat Liberty. You find out that the #1 seed has been knocked off.
Yes.
How did you kind of temper the whole, you know, oh boy, we don't have to face Marlboro, but you still got to play the team that beat the team?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, in baseball, it only takes one really good pitcher to shut down a good team. And, you know, Marlboro is an excellent, you know, program, not just a team this year, but their program in general is very good. You know, you always want to go through the best, and that particular day, you know, Millbrook beat them, and so they were the best that day. So we had to treat them like they were going to be the best. And I made sure that our guys stayed focused on the fact that, you know, sticking with that 1 + 1 + 1 = 1 philosophy. You know, every at-bat, every inning, every game, we have to focus on those little battles to win.
Right. You had mentioned that as you came in that there were some changes that you made. Fairly unusual that you also had a freshman, although I happen to know that freshman. He's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, he's a great player.
You know, so you kind of crafted this roster, and then you're changing some things. Did you run into any headbutting, or was it all in the way of presentation? Or
yeah, I mean, I had a lot of communication with my players. I think it's very important to talk to them about why changes were made and why.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say, you didn't do this on day one. I mean,
No.
You know,
I mean,
you were talking to them all winter.
All winter, I spoke to them about it. I made sure coming into it that I evaluate everyone on an equal footing. I think that would be the only way to do it, especially not knowing or seeing these players play a lot. I know them in school because I see them every day. I know the younger players because I had them the year before at the modified level. But the older players, I really didn't have a lot of opportunities to see them play because I was playing at the same time. So I wanted to make sure that I got, you know, evaluated them all fairly. And once, you know, I did that, you know, I took the top, you know, so many players on the team and brought them up to varsity. It wasn't like a varsity JV tryout. I made sure that everyone from top to bottom, whoever signed up to try out for the team had an equal opportunity to try to make the team.
And finally, as you were about a month away or so removed from winning that sectional championship, first time in 17 years, have you had a chance yet to kind of sit back and contemplate it for yourself and just say, whoa?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Now that it's over, during the course of the season, I don't allow myself to think about any of that stuff. And like I said, we set the high expectations because I think it's important to always strive, for the best. And now that I could sit back and think about it a little bit, I think it's it was a great thing for the kids. More importantly, it's something that they've wanted. I know the seniors for 4 years since they've been in the high school, wanted to be able to win a section title. And I was so proud of the way that they all came together as a family at the end of the year and really played together well.
Our Coach of the Year, Highlands John Bonamano. We appreciate you coming in, and congratulations again. Thank you.